It's been 15 years since Stephen Harper united the right, but recent conservative cracks have become fissures. Former leadership hopeful Maxime Bernier has announced he's planning to start his own right-wing party, which is no easy task.
People have tried, and there's dozens and dozens of parties that have been deregistered by Elections Canada because they try and they fail. It's a big country, and it's hard to get everybody's attention all across it.
What's more, Bernier insists he'll run a candidate in all 338 ridings across the country in the next election.
If he told me he was going to run in all 338 ridings, I'd start the teardown immediately of the party. It's not going to work on such a grand scale. The amount of money that's required to run candidates in all of those ridings.
It's a far cry from what Preston Manning did with the Reform Party.
When the Reform Party started, it was a barnstorming tour across Western Canada that Preston Manning put in tremendous amounts of effort to get people on side.
Perhaps it's fitting it's a dark, rainy day here in Stephen Harper's old riding. Conservatives I've talked to don't think Maxime Bernier will succeed. And frankly, many of them don't want him to.
I don't think it'll work for him. I think he'll only get support in Quebec and Eastern Ontario, maybe a little bit of New Brunswick. This is not the side of the country that he wants to be promoting himself.
I don't think it's going to work. I think it's a terrible situation. He put the Conservative Party in a bad frame, and I don't respect him for that at all. Bernier, who had Harper's support, is now taking advantage. He looks like a spoiled little brat.
And it's not just the politics they question.
He's been a separatist in the past. He's had a marriage that broke up because he's had flings and so forth, and the incident years ago when he got kicked out before. I mean, that tells me a lot about the man.
No surprise, most conversations here inevitably turn back to the man many here feel was the best prime minister Canada has seen in their lifetime. In Calgary, Jonathan Muma, City News.
There obviously may be some individuals in the Liberal Party who supported the motion